Welcome to our session on leading change in operations and frontline roles. Today, we're diving into the critical role managers play in shaping successful transformation where it matters most, on the front lines. My goal is to arm you with the knowledge and tools you need to move from simply managing processes to inspiring and leading people through change with confidence. Now, let's take a look at what we'll cover today. Here's our roadmap. We'll start by talking about the transition from operations staff to management, what that means and what it takes. Then, we'll focus on guiding teams through change, including practical strategies and overcoming resistance. After that, we'll discuss how to measure progress with the right metrics and KPIs. Finally, we'll wrap everything up with some practical takeaways you can implement on your own teams. Let's start with one of the biggest career steps, moving from being part of the team to leading it. Becoming a manager in operations isn't just a change in title. It's a shift in responsibility and mindset. Instead of focusing only on your personal effectiveness, you're now responsible for guiding a whole team. This means building new skills like strategic thinking and stakeholder communication, and expanding your network beyond your immediate peers. More importantly, you have to embrace accountability, not just for your own work, but for your team's results. And as you step up, think less about doing every task yourself, and more about developing others. Your success is now measured by how well your people succeed. Moving on, let's look at the qualities that make new managers truly successful. What separates a good manager from a great one? It's a mix of driving operational results and nurturing people. Successful managers use clear performance metrics to guide their teams, make decisions that align with the bigger organizational picture, and never stop investing in talent development. It's essential to blend the tactical side, tracking processes and targets, with the strategic side motivating individuals to bring their best. Your ability to interpret metrics and turn them into coaching opportunities sets the tone for long-term success. So, how does that play out day to day? It comes down to how you empower your team. Great managers know their impact is amplified through their teams. It's not about being the most skilled individual contributor. It's about unlocking collective performance and creating an environment where everyone can excel. Your legacy as a manager lies in the results your team achieves, the confidence you instill, and the culture you help build. Set high expectations, provide support, and celebrate group wins, because true leaders measure success by the team's growth and output. Now, let's talk about how to channel that team energy to lead organizational change. Leading change is a proactive process. Start by investing in your team's capabilities. Give them training, resources, and opportunities to grow. Next, really involve your people. Ask for their insights. Let them help shape the journey. Open and empathetic communication is your next pillar. When your team trusts that you understand their concerns, resistance drops and engagement grows. Finally, be adaptable yourself. Show resilience and flexibility. Your attitude will set the example during times of uncertainty. But even with the best foundation, there will be challenges. How do you help teams work through resistance? Change is rarely easy. It's natural for teams to feel uncertain or hesitant. Resistance often stems from fear, confusion, or a lack of information. To move past this, clarify the vision and show people what's in it for them. Involve your team in planning and celebrate small wins to build momentum. Engagement is about more than just getting buy-in. It's about inspiring real participation. And once your team is moving forward, reinforce commitment by measuring morale, connecting work to purpose, and tracking progress. Managing change successfully is a journey. Let's look at the best practices that make it work in the real world. 3 practices set high-performing teams apart during change. First, keep the lines of communication open. Encourage honest feedback and tackle issues head-on. Second, recognize achievements, whether big or small, to boost morale and motivation. And third, offer continuous support, providing feedback and resources as people adjust. These practices aren't just nice-to-haves. They're essential for team retention and success during times of transition. Of course, to know you're making progress, you need measurement. Let's move there next. How do you know if your change efforts are working? It starts by tracking key metrics. Team engagement rates, the number of improvement initiatives completed, and compliance with new processes. For example, strong engagement scores suggest the team feels supported and involved. By counting implemented initiatives, you can see real momentum. And process compliance helps ensure changes are actually sticking. But it's not just about tracking numbers, it's about what you do with them. Here's how to use metrics to fuel continuous improvement. To drive results, regular reporting is essential. It keeps everyone aligned, surfaces roadblocks early, and allows for quick wins to be shared. Trend monitoring helps you see whether progress is sustained or if adjustments are needed after the initial rollout. Finally, align your key performance indicators or KPIs to what really matters for your business. When everyone knows what targets matter, it's much easier to take corrective action and deliver consistent value. And now, let's bring focus to how frontline metrics keep change tangible and motivating. Metrics aren't just for leaders. They help frontline staff see where they stand and why their efforts count. Clear measurements provide direction, foster accountability, and spotlight those early wins that are so important for keeping momentum alive. When people see their contributions adding up, it builds pride and motivation. Use these navigation tools to guide your team through change, ensuring focus stays on what drives the most impact. A thoughtful approach to measurement also means recognizing your strengths and addressing risks. That's where SWOT comes in. Conducting a SWOT analysis, reviewing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, helps managers approach change strategically. Perhaps you've got a highly skilled team, a strength, but they're used to the way it's always been done, a weakness. Look for opportunities to upskill, enhance transparency, and celebrate fresh thinking. At the same time, watch out for threats, like disengagement or poor communication, which can derail progress. By keeping these factors in mind, you position your team to overcome obstacles and thrive amid change. And as we wrap up, let's distill everything we've covered into one leadership call to action. In closing, the true engine of successful change is leadership. It's not just about issuing instructions. It's about modeling open communication, deep engagement, and building team resilience. When you equip and empower your people, they become drivers of lasting, meaningful transformation. Thanks for joining this journey on leading change in operations. Apply these strategies and you'll not just manage change, you'll inspire it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Your support really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one.